Would you look at?
What's up, sunshines? Welcome back to Sunnyville. It's your girl Sunny, no other than. And if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And before I get into this story time, if you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Alright guys, as you can tell by the title, I got some juicy story time for you. Alright, so let me just go ahead and get right into it. Honestly, I'm just, throw it out there. To keep the privacy of this person, I'm going to give him another name. We're going to call him Derek. We're going to call him Derek. It was me, my cousin, and one of my good friends. We all had got really cute one night, and I think I actually kind of had my hair like this. Maybe it was a little different because I flexed it around my hair, but right here, I just, did a little flat iron. But nah, I went out with my girls. I went out with my cousin and my friend. We went out to one of the popular clubs that's out in Charlotte. And I think that particular night I had on, I feel like I was real basic, real simple, just chilling. So I had on this body fitting like jean skirt with silky black button-up shirt, and like my hair was kind of like this, like I said, and some heels. I was really chilling. I feel like I was just like I was really basic, okay? But I'm at the bar getting a few drinks. Guys buying me a drink. I was about to go to one of the sections that was near Derek at the time, which I didn't know. So after this guy bought me a drink, I was walking back towards my section, but then I seen other people that I knew along the way, so I'm just stopping. At me, I like to turn up, so if I see him, I'm gonna always greet you with a hey, cause I mean, you know me, you know how I am, I'm gonna always greet you with love and light. That's just what it is. That's just who Sunny is, okay? So I seen one of my homegirls. I was like, hey girl, what's up? So we just all out there, we just chilling on the floor. So I'm like dancing, y'all, right? I'm dancing. So I turned a little bit and I saw this huge man just like staring at me. He was like motioning for me to come here. So I'm looking like, who you talking to, me or the other girls beside me? And I'm looking like, And so he was like, you come here, basically. It's loud in the club, I really can't hear him, but you can read lips, you can read your emotions and stuff. So he was basically like, come here. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went up to him, like, see what what was popping, and I'm not too far from the other section I was in, so I was like, whatever I don't like, or whatever's not about to go right, or whatever is about to go right, I'm right beside I'm in the section beside him, so some pop off or whatever. My homies got me, So anyway, so I walk up to the section, and it's this tall guy with glasses, and it's not attracted. I'm like, I know this man not trying to talk to me, because at this point, me being there for a good minute, and I did not know that Derek was in the building. So anyway, so I walked up to the section where he motioned me to come, and I came up to him, and he said, yo, my brother want to know who you are. I'm like, who is your brother? So this tall man moved out the way, right? And lo and behold, boom, here go Derek. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of my favorite players of all time. I used to hoop back in the day. I used to play volleyball, ball is life. But no, I played basketball and I played volleyball growing up. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is one of my top 5 favorite players of all times. Of all times. But I've been around celebrities, I've been around big time celebrities, I've been around athletes, dated a few athletes as well. But I always still keep my composure, especially with somebody that's fangirl over. And so I kept my composure. I'm like, oh my god. So he was like, come here, whatever. I was like, okay. So I had went up to him, and he was like, I want to get to know you. What's your name? And I was like, my name is Sunny. And he was like, oh, you beautiful. I just really want to know who you were. He's like, you look like he did, y'all, seriously. I don't know if this is the pickup line or whatever, or if I really do. Now he was like, you look like Faith Evans. And I was just like, I get that a lot. He was like, yeah, you out here looking famous and looking real good. And I was like, thank you, or whatever. So so he ended up asking me for my number. He was like, I want to get to know you and take you out on a date. And I was like, okay. So I kind of stayed with him a little bit, got some drinks, you know, he passed me drinks, whatever. So I had a good time. So honestly, I was literally bouncing back and forth to section to section. So I ended up like kind of staying over there with him a little bit longer. Before I decided to like leave his section completely, he was just like, make sure you, he was like, make sure you text me. He said, make sure you hit me back when I hit you. He said, we're gonna have fun and I'm gonna show you some things that you probably never experienced before. And I was like, okay. So me in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, you about to take me shopping? Boy, a new pair of shoes will be nice, okay? But so we ended up leaving the club that night, and one of my homegirls was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like, how big, how? I was like, well, you know, my name is Sunny, you know, they want to get to know the kid, hey. But nah, so like they ended up asking me, you know, hyping me up, like, when did you get his number? Did he get your number? Like, what are y'all gonna do? What did he say to you? Did he touch your thigh? I'm like, bruh. No, he ain't touched me. He gave me a hug or whatever. And at this point, me and him have been communicating back and forth. We're texting. He called me on a, you know, and him being really busy, we just haven't had our date quite yet. So so a week later, we were texting for almost like a week, texting it on the phone, you know, communicating with each other for about a week before he actually took me on a date. So we went to this really nice restaurant uptown Charlotte, and the food was amazing. After the date, you know, we were just sitting in the car, we was talking. He was like, you want to come back? He said, you want to come up to my place? I was like, not tonight, because honestly, y'all, I really had to go to work the next day. Like, I really had to go to work. Don't shade me, because I really had to go to work. And when I was like, no, like, I think I'm gonna just call it a night. I'm just go home and just get ready for work in the morning. He was like, okay, that's cool, no problem. He was like, all right. So he gave me a date, and this particular date, let's just say this date was May 27th. And he was like, what you doing on May 27th? I said, I don't think I'm doing anything. Why? And he was like, I want to take you to this party. He said, this party is lit. He said, I think you would have a good time. He said, you will fit in very well. I was like, really? How so? He was like, because you embrace yourself. He said, I love how confident you are, so I feel like you'll be comfortable in any type of situation. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm glad you sitting in me, boo, because I am confident, honey. Yes, I am confident. So he was like, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Just kind of, you know, give me more details, like what, like if I need to like dress a certain way or whatever, just to be prepared. And he was like, you really don't have to wear much of nothing, but you know, come just real sexy, something sexy, something very comfortable. So I'm just like, okay, that's easy said and done. After that particular night, I went back home, and the next day I went to work, and I was talking to one of my homegirls that I work with and everything, and who I met. So I was like, girl, you won't believe you won't even believe who I just went on a date with last night. And she was like, who? And I was like, Derek. She looked at me like, who? I said, Derek. Like, we went on a date. I met him in the club last week and went on a date or whatever. And girl, and I'm hyping him. Like, we're going to this party. He told me what to wear and like be comfortable in my own skin type thing. Gassing it up or whatever. And then so she stopped me. She was like, hold on, Sonny. Like, Derek. I was like, yes, Derek. Why you keep saying it? What you know something? What's up? She was like, girl, I think you want to leave that alone. So I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Have you heard something? He talked to somebody you know? She said, I knew of someone that he talked to before. And I'm just like, okay, so what? And she said, that party that you talking about, it's a sex party.
It's a sex party.
I was like, what? She was like, yeah, it's a sex party. She went with him. She said he took her on a date, and he invited her to go to a party and told her to be comfortable as well. And when they pulled up, it was this, you know, big mansion, beautiful, like, I mean, gated to get in the entrance. She was like, it was beautiful. And so she was like, so my friend went in there, and it was a sex party, and like he was just like, basically him and a few other players and like celebrities were all in there with just different women, and it was litty. Like, it was like they was going in, like, and so she felt uncomfortable. She asked him to leave, and so basically he wasn't trying to leave. She was saying basically he wasn't trying to leave. He told her to get an Uber and bounce. Like, so I'm just like, what? Are you serious? Like, I pick up on vibes very well, and I did not get that vibe from him, like, at all. So I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, damn, man, you know, like, how, like, I want to ask him, like, how would I bring this up to him or whatever. So she was like, girl, yeah, I think you should just leave it alone. You need to, but I'm like, maybe in my mind, I'm like, maybe I should ask him, but maybe you a hater. Maybe you want Derek for yourself, okay? Maybe you want Derek for yourself, and I need to watch out for you, because I don't play that, honey. Because I would win at the end of the day, always, okay? But nah, that was going through my mind so much, like, the whole day. So one particular day, he had called me. He was like, what you doing, boo? And I was like, I ain't doing nothing. How you doing? I was like, I'm just chilling right now. I said later I might go out for a few drinks. He was like, okay. And he was like, are you still planning on going to this party? And I was like, about that. He said, oh man, wait, you done made other plans with your boyfriend. Pause. Guys, if it's one way to get under a female's skin, is to mention another man, or to say that she has a boyfriend when you clearly met her, and if she gave you her number, why would she have a boyfriend? Please stop doing that. Attention, all men. But yeah, so like he was like, so you must gotta plan another date with your boyfriend. I'm like, please stop. I said, that's whack. I said, I don't have a boyfriend. I said, if I did, I wouldn't have gave you my number, period. It's just simple like that. Like, he was like, whatever. And I was like, all right. He's like, but why you don't wanna go? I was like, I don't know, I heard some stuff. He was like, he got quiet. And I was like, hello? He was like, what you hear? And so he was like, what you hear? And I'm like, so what kind of party is this? Like, is it a house party? Is it like what is it? Like, you said dress comfortable, so I don't really know. It's like a casual setting with your friends or whatever. Like, what is it? He was like, I told you, we chilling, we all getting comfortable, getting to know each other, you know, and you get to meet some of the friends that I hang out with. And I'm like, okay, so in detail, what do you mean getting to know each other? Because, you know, I get to know people all the time. He was like, Sonny, what you trying to get at? I was like, I don't know. Like, somebody told me that this party I'm about to go to is a sex party. This man started dying, laughing, yo. He was like, that is crazy. And he was like, oh, so you already hip, you know. He's like, you might as well just come then. He said, just be free. He was like, because it's a good experience. I was like, you on drugs, dude? Like, what is wrong with you? I was like, no, I'm good off that. No, I don't want no parts of it. And he was like, and then like, was like, all right, cool. If you ain't trying to come, then you ain't a shorty for me. The shorty for me, the shorty for you. I'm like, all right, yeah, you right, goodbye. So I hung up, and then like after that week, he was still texting me, and then I kind of just like, you know, I ignored him, and then eventually I just blocked him and everything. So we ended up unfollowing each other on Instagram and a whole bunch of the other 9. Like, he had me effed up. Seriously, like, I would never, no, ever. Like, I don't know. It's just, no. I would never want to put myself in that position to be invited to no sex party, because I always hear a lot of stuff about stuff that goes on in the industry and people with a whole bunch of money and all that stuff like that. But I'm like, dang, I ain't trying to get like scooted and booted in, okay? Like, I don't have time. No, I'm gonna keep my reputation. I want to keep my sanity. I'm gonna keep my soul, okay, at the end of the day. So that was my story, guys. Yo, I have so many stories that has happened in my life. My life is so interesting. So what would you do? Comment below, what would you do if you was in that particular situation? Would you go to the sex party, or would you take your ass home? What would you do? Because me, I wasn't with it. No, I wasn't with it. Comment below and tell me what you would do in that situation. So that is all for my story time today, guys. I hope you liked the video, and if you like it, let's get this video thumbs up to 100 likes, and I'll do another story time video.
It's pineapple purple skies. Promise everything.